everybody.
Hello.
My name's Darlene, and I have Parkinson's disease.
I'm Claudine.
This is my daughter, Claudine. And I thought we would just get to know her a little bit. She's the person you hear me talk about all the time. So I thought we'd get to know her a little bit of history. She has one child, a daughter who's 23, Ivy. And anything else about yourself that you want?
No, I have one child and I'm here today.
And I haven't pre-told her the questions because I want to be surprised by the answers.
Apparently, I was not allowed. I did ask to see them in advance.
How awesome is it to be my daughter?
Oh, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. My daughter obviously thinks it's pretty awesome to be my daughter as well. It just carries through the generations with our family. But no, it's pretty awesome to be your daughter. Thank you very much for raising me up.
I thought I'd start that way. Do you feel that I am trying hard enough to keep myself well?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. We need longer answers than yes, absolutely.
Yes, you do a lot of different things. You're very organized. You're always planning new things to try, and I think that you're on the right track with being so ambitious for trying new things, and you have a go-getter type attitude. So even in down times, I feel like you know that the good times are coming and you have a plan for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I could do something better, what would it be?
Better? I don't know. You could send more leftovers my way, I think.
Takeaways?
You're doing really good.
You think I'm doing all right?
I think you're doing really good, and she actually does send me home a lot of leftovers, just so everybody knows.
This is kind of a two-part.
Okay.
Looking in from the outside, do you feel that you can see the changes that are happening to me, or are they more subtle? Like, are they happening rapid enough to be noticeable, or is it more subtle than that?
If somebody hadn't seen you for a little while, they probably would notice some changes. But being with you every day, they're subtle to me. But if somebody hadn't seen you, like I say, over the course of a few months, maybe, you know what I mean? But we were sort of on the down track at the end of the levodopa, and now we're sort of on the up track here with this new patch.
The new medicine has really helped.
So that has been a positive change, you know?
Second part of that, do you think that I am seeing the changes accurately? And the reason I ask that is because I'm the type of person that I don't notice my weight accurately. When I look in the mirror, I don't notice the true person. So am I noticing the changes accurately, or am I coloring that somehow?
I think everybody sort of has a skewed view of themselves, and we're all our own worst critics. But when you go to Pennington's and you insist on buying a 6X off the rack, and you weigh 20 pounds more than I do, you know, and I don't wear a 4X, you know, I'm in like a 1 or a 2. So, I mean, Mom could happily fit into 3X clothing, but she doesn't see that she's losing the weight. You don't see yourself as smaller than you used to be, but definitely you're shrinking before my eyes.
Woo! Okay. This one sounds kind of frivolous, but there's an actual point for it.
Okay.
How frustrating is it to have a mother who is more needy than other people's mothers your age? And are you resentful of that?
No, I'm not resentful, because your needs are still something that I want to help with, because I love you and I had a really good childhood. You know what I mean? Other people's mothers might not be needy now, but they're still their mothers. You know what I mean? Like, they might be needy now. Like, no, I don't resent anything about it. I had a wonderful childhood, and I want to be here to help you now.
I forgot to put the fan on. Aim it this way.
That's all right. We'll sweat our way through.
Okay. If you could change one thing about our relationship, what would it be?
I'm looking forward to someday being closer, so when we're living in the same house. Because then I feel like we could be more part of each other's days, instead of just me coming over and a few video calls. Then you could be like, hey, come tie this for me, or whatever, you know what I mean? And I would be right there, you know? So I would like to see our relationship get even closer.
If I could make your life easier, by doing something differently, what would you want me to do?
You already helped me out so much. Like, I don't know what you could do differently. You give me money, you give me food, you give me a car. Anything I need, I just ask and I have, you know, so I've been so fortunate to not have to work a 9-to-5 job.
I thought you would say for sure, don't call me when Dad's laying on the floor. Call my brother.
I'm getting so strong to pick him up in one maneuver. He's losing weight too, so that's getting easier as well.
Okay, I want to say one thing. I want to make sure that you understand how proud I am of you.
Come on now. Get all mushy.
You are a beautiful, caring person, a great mom for Ivy, the best daughter a mother could have, and I want that on record.
Thank you.
Now,
make it easy.
Do you have anything you would like to say about what it's like to have to care for a parent, and do you think that is unfair?
No, I don't think that that is unfair. I think that's what families are for, you know. When you have a baby, and like when I was small, you changed all my diapers, you raised me up, you cleaned my face, you wiped my, when I was sick, took care of me. And that's what families should do for all of their elders.
Well, I think if we're talking about what families should do for one another, I think we should talk about a mean little trick that you played on your parents one time.
We were a bit of pranksters growing up, just to keep everybody on their toes and have some fun.
There was a time when I had a bill that needed to be paid, and I was quite concerned because I didn't have the money for it, and it was getting late, and I knew they were coming and calling and whatnot. Finally, I had the money. In I went, made the payment, felt really good about it. And I came home, and my daughter said, "Oh, that company called, Mom. They want to know when you're bringing the payment down."
Just all nonchalant, like she had just been there.
And I had just been there, and I got quite upset about it, and she thought it was hilarious that she had, you know, tricked her. So we said, "You won't know when, but it will be paid back."
I was about 14 at this time, you know. Mm-hmm.
So she would, on a regular basis, she would get herself up and get ready for school, get showered, have her breakfast, get ready for the bus, and away she would go.
Took me a while, so I'd get up quite early for school.
So that night came, and she got into bed, sound asleep. We did not only change her clock and the alarm clock. Oh no, she might check the others. We changed every clock in the house. It was midnight, and it read 7 o'clock in the morning. And her alarm went off.
I felt like I'd had no sleep, but it must be 7 a.m. My alarm's going off.
We didn't even tell her when she got in the shower. She got in the shower, she got dressed, she got ready. And when she went to go outside to the bus, it was dark outside. "Why is it still dark outside?" And I said, "Well, it's midnight."
I was so mad. But yeah, she did get me back pretty good for that.
We had a great fun house to live in.
Every clock in the house was changed.
I hope you guys don't change your clocks. Have a good night.
Take care of your parents.